Hi, we are Rob and Kathy, and welcome to our channel. Join us for our travels in Australia and beyond. Good morning, viewer, and welcome back to the channel. This morning, something a bit different. We're off to Queensland to Hervey Bay. We're flying up with Jetstar and staying for a week, hoping to catch up with a few of our friends, the whales. We're going to Fraser Island, the Bundaberg Distillery, and quite a lot more that we don't even know about yet. So we're going to spare you the trip out to the airport, and we'll see you there. Hi, I'm back, and as promised, we've skipped the hour-and-a-half drive to the airport, and here we are now at Terminal 56 waiting for our flight to Hervey Bay. The usual dramas getting through security, but we're there. We've had some breakfast, more like brunch now, and waiting to board, so we'll see how the flight goes. Well, as you can see, we've arrived at Hervey Bay. Much warmer here than in Sydney, a little bit windy. Picking up our Toyota Corolla, which we're going to get around in. Kathy's busy doing some videotaping of it, just in case. And next stop will be the Mantra, where we're going to spend the week, so we'll see you there. Well, we've just been through reception, and here is our room, and it's a beauty. Bed, kitchenette with a microwave, lounge room, bathroom with a spa, and I think the best part of all, look at the view. That's quite impressive. That's Hervey Bay, and I'm presuming what we can see over the water is Fraser Island. Set for a very relaxing week. They even gave us a bottle of wine. Tomorrow we're doing our remote Fraser Island cruise, and this is the ship we will be on. Well, it's nearly 5 o'clock in the afternoon now, viewer, and it's been a fairly big day and we are fairly exhausted. We were given a nice bottle of white to relax into on our first night, and that is certainly what we're doing. So this is going to round up today. It's been a big one. Drove to the airport, caught the flight, got our car, got to our accommodation, we've shopped, we're settled in. So I'll see you pretty early tomorrow morning because we're off on the Fraser Island adventure and a bit of whale watching mixed in. So it promises to be a very big day. And that is what we're doing. So we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning and welcome to day 2 at Hervey Bay. As you can see, it's the start of a beautiful sunrise. Bit of cloud around, but it should be a nice day. There's no rain forecast. This morning we're up early because at 7:30 we're off on our Fraser Island whale discovery cruise, which promises to have a bit of everything. So I'm looking forward to bringing you this. And we'll just see what happens as it happens. Well, we've had breakfast and made our way down to the docks, ready for our remote Fraser Island tour, and there is our boat. Only a small group, just 20 people go, so it's going to be quite good, I think. Looking forward to it. Well, things have certainly changed. We're back in Hervey Bay. We were out for about 20 minutes, turned around, and we've come back. Today has been cancelled, a combination of engine problems on the ship, and the weather's not particularly good. So a little bit disappointed, but we have rebooked for Thursday to do the remote Fraser Island tour, and then we've booked this afternoon to go out for a whale watching session. So silver lining in the end, we'll get over it and hopefully enjoy some whales this afternoon and a quiet morning, I'd imagine, but we'll let you know when we get there. We've regrouped back to the flat as we watch a morning whale watching boat going out, and we're actually booked to go on that boat this afternoon, 1 o'clock, so that'll be good. Possibly the wind will have calmed down because it was getting a little bit rough out there. So for the morning now, we're going to go into Hervey Bay proper and do a bit of walking around, see if we can procure a cup of coffee somewhere and have a relaxed morning and then go whale watching this afternoon. So all in all, it looks like we've got a pretty good day planned. Well, we're back in the car and we're cruising down the Esplanade, which has sort of shops and flats on the left, and to the right, you can't really see much, is the bay, Hervey Bay, which is huge, by the way. Hervey Bay is the name of the whole location, not just one particular area. And Hervey Bay itself goes up to Bundaberg many, many kilometres away. So it's bigger than you think it is. We're pulled off and we're at Point Vernon. And this is an intriguing looking tree that Cook assures me is not a custard apple tree. She said definitely it's not. And viewer, this is Point Vernon. You can see more of Hervey Bay. Over in the distance is Fraser Island, but actually it's had its name officially changed and gone to the Aboriginal name, and it's now called Gari. So I must remember to call it that. Here are our mysterious trees again, and this time we can find out that it is indeed a pandanus pine. Mystery solved. We've regrouped at the Salt Cafe for morning tea. Here's Cook pondering the menu. Cook wanted to look in this shop, and we did. And so $100 later, we've emerged. Well, we got some nice things. Yeah, we've emerged from the shop finally, and just across the road is the Urangan Pier, which, using technical terms, is very long, as you can see, stretching out into the ocean. And we're continuing our trudge along the very long Urangan Pier. And here is the end of the Urangan Pier. As you can see, lots of fishermen. Oh, there's a biggish fish someone's caught, being shown off to the public. Wow, that's a good one. What sort of fish are they?
School mackerel. Holy mackerel! Holy mackerel, yeah.
The Urangan Pier is a deep water pier to facilitate the export of sugar, timber and coal. It was built between 1913 and 1917. It was originally 1,124 metres long. Today, though, it is 239 metres shorter. Back on a different boat, hopefully one that works, and we're off now for the afternoon after lunch for whale watching till 5:30 tonight, so it should be good fun. They're forecasting some fairly rough seas, metre swells, so we'll be hanging on, but our training in Newcastle whale watching will hold us in good stead, I think. So I'll get back to you when we're on our way out. Ahead of us is Fraser Island, which is the largest sand island in the world. Hervey Bay is fairly unique as far as whales go. While places like Newcastle, we go and see the whales, they're travelling north up to areas like Hervey Bay, and here they stay. The mums often give birth to their calves, and then they fatten them up, ready to go back to the Antarctic. The calves will drink as much as 200 litres of milk a day, and they fatten up getting ready for that journey. And as a result, there are whales everywhere. It really was the best whale watching we've ever done. And then it was time to say goodbye, and the whales waved us off. Big thumbs up to Tasman Venture and their whale watching cruise. We learnt so much from the very knowledgeable crew. We learnt how to tell a male from a female humpback. We learnt that we can't be swallowed by a whale, and many other interesting things that did make this journey very memorable. Well done. That was it for day 2. Back to the flat, exhausted, and an early night. Good morning, and welcome to another lovely day on Hervey Bay. Everything's happening here. The ships are getting ready to go out for their day's activities, mostly whale watching and looking at Fraser Island. We've got a quiet day planned today. We've had a relaxed breakfast after a big afternoon yesterday, and we're off to go and see one of the local beaches, possibly have lunch out, and then a quiet afternoon. So there won't be a huge amount to report about today. Good morning. We've regrouped and had a very leisurely morning and breakfast back at the flat, and now we've come out and we're at Scarness Beach. We're going to have a walk along here and then a little look at the shops. As I say, it's going to be a very easy day for us, possibly not that much of interest for anyone else to see, but we'll just see what the morning and the afternoon has. And this is Scarness Beach. High tide. Behind us is very little beach to walk on, so we've decided to walk this way. And it's nice to get out in the sun with the surf just next to us. Don't seem to be able to resist a good pier, and there's one here just right for walking on. Over in the distance you can see Gari and the beaches. We're at Enzo's on the beach. Quite a bustling restaurant, and we've come in for lunch. And we're going to sample their vegan hamburgers. Cook making the calculations. Here's our vegan treat. Vegan hamburgers, very healthy looking, and chips. And Cook has an apple cider. We've returned after our sojourn to the beaches and lunch out, and we're now going to settle in for a quiet afternoon, a little bit of reading, and going to go for a walk on the stone pier later on, about 5ish, catch the sunset. So that's probably the next time we'll catch up with you, so see you then. It's now the evening, just on 5 o'clock, and we're going out for a walk as promised at the on the breakwater, which makes Hervey Bay Harbour over here, or Uranga Harbour as it would be.
Don't walk too close to the edge.
Harbours like this are always fascinating. There's so many boats, so much money tied up in them, and so few of them ever go anywhere. Real mixture of private, commercial, fishing. This port's got everything. Here we have the wharf where all the fishing boats tie up, and you can see a slightly different perspective of the harbour and the boats, and the mantra where we're staying across there. And we're at the end of the breakwater. Little colony of birds hanging around down there. Open sea, and then you can see Gari over in the distance and some of the smaller islands around. You can see the sun setting over the harbour, and it's time for us to turn around, head back, and we've got some Indian takeaway for dinner tonight. Well, I hope you've enjoyed our first 3 days at Hervey Bay. We certainly have. The whale watching was fantastic. We've enjoyed just settling in and getting to know the area. Coming up, episode 2, don't miss that. It'll be taking you up to Bundaberg to see the rum distillery.